Okay, we've got this little table to fill in about the differences between a census and a sample, and advantages and disadvantages. So census is when you actually track down every individual in the population and get your data from them, and a sample is when you only take part of the population. So the advantage of a census, okay, well, you've actually examined every member of the population, so you're absolutely 100% sure that you have all the information from the population, so therefore it certainly represents the entire population. And because you've got the entire population, as long as you take the right measurements from it, then you've got all the relevant data that you could possibly want. Okay, so all the relevant data are there. So let's move on to the disadvantages of a sample. So this is the other side of that coin. So if we only take a sample, if we don't take the whole population, then it may not be fully representative of the population. And a couple of ways it might not fully represent the populations. It might be incomplete, and it might overrepresent or underrepresent some of the subgroups within the population. And if it does that, we say it's biased. So it might be incomplete or it might be biased if it's only a sample. Okay, so from those considerations, it's looking like a census would tend to be better than a sample. So why do people not take a census every time? Well, if we have to look at everything in the population, if the population is large, then it might be very time-consuming, very difficult, very expensive, even impossible to do that, as it says here. So the advantage of taking a sample is that it is quicker, easier, cheaper. Okay. All right, so that's the theory of census and sampling. So we're going to go on and look, if we are going to take a sampling, how can we give our sample the best chance of representing the population? We can never guarantee it will, but we can give it a good chance of doing so.